Happy New Year, and welcome back to Fairway Mid-Atlantic. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button down below. We're posting new videos every Friday all about the home buying process, mortgages, financial literacy, and more. In our last video, we talked about defining your goals, specifically financial goal setting. In this video, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions, why they're so hard to stick to, and some tips that you can use to achieve your goals this year. If you missed our last video, we'll pop a card right up here so you can go check that out and grab our free budgeting template. Let's get into the video. So it's January 1st, and that means you probably have some New Year's resolutions. Whether that means you're looking to improve your fitness, starting a business, just want to wake up an hour earlier, whatever it is, we're sure that you have some goals in mind. New Year's resolutions are hard to stick to, so in this video we're going to talk about why they're so hard to stick to and some things that you can try to make sure that you achieve your goals this year. Let's go! Celebrating the new year and creating resolutions can actually be tracked back about 4,000 years to ancient Babylonians. They celebrated in March when they were planting their crops for the season and celebrated with a 12-day festival. Fast forward to 46 BC, and the ancient Romans would celebrate in January to honor their god Janus. Janus was thought to be their two-faced god who was able to look back into the past and forward into the future. A few thousand years later, we're still celebrating the new year, but it looks a little different. Our New Year's is more about personal introspection, big parties, and one too many glasses of bubbly. To this day though, we still have a habit of making resolutions and wanting to set new goals to achieve. A resolution can be defined as a firm decision to do or not do something. So for example, I want to quit smoking, or I want to work out 5 days a week. I want to save money. I want to start a business this year. So on and so forth. A resolution could be any goal that you want to achieve. So if resolutions are so easy to make, why are they so hard to keep? Well, because a resolution is more than just something that you want to do. It's really saying, I want to establish this new habit in my life. And habits are hard. So resolutions are designed with the intention of breaking old habits, right? A habit is made up of 3 parts: a cue, the habit, and the reward. Cue is the thing that triggers the habit. It could be an emotion, an event, a person, whatever it does, it cues that habit. So for example, if I wake up in the morning, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is go brush my teeth and wash my face. That's a habit. And the cue is just waking up. It's as simple as that. The routine, or the habit, is me brushing my teeth. And then the reward is the immediate thing that you get in return. So I brush my teeth and my mouth is clean. You smoke a cigarette and you might feel a lot less stressed right after. You eat your favorite dessert and you're really satisfied right after. You transfer money into your savings and you watch your account number go up. They're all positive things that reinforce the habit that you're performing. Number 2, you're trying to quit cold turkey. Like we said, resolutions are intended to break a habit, and habits are hard to break. Trying to quit cold turkey just isn't gonna work. And number 3, you don't have a reason why. It's easy to feel like you need to make a resolution. I mean, that's our habit for the new year. But if you're making a resolution and you really want to achieve that goal, you should get to understand why you want to achieve that goal. So before we jump into the rest of the video talking about how you can actually achieve your goals this year, hit that subscribe button down below so that you don't miss another video. So our first tip is replace your bad habit with a new one. Typically, when you just cut things out and you restrict yourself, you're not going to stick to it. Add to something rather than take away. So instead of just declaring that I'm not going to do this anymore, make the intentional decision to add something to your routine and reinforce what you want to achieve. To do this, you need to identify the cues of your habits. Identify the cues of your habits and attach new ones to them. So for example, say my New Year's resolution is that I want to work on my fitness. Well, how do I want to do that? I'm going to wake up earlier and I'm going to go to the gym before I start my day. Cool. So what positive thing can I attach that to make sure that I actually do it? Well, let's go back to the toothbrushing. So my current habit is that when I wake up, I immediately go to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face. So if I want to wake up early and get to the gym, I'm going to attach that habit to my morning routine. As soon as I wake up and I brush my teeth and wash my face, I will go to the gym. So adding to your routine is a more positive way of introducing new habits rather than taking things away. And help yourself out. I'm not always going to be motivated to just go to the gym in the morning. So maybe the night before I can plan out my workout so I know exactly what I'm doing, and I can set out the clothes that I'll need by the sink so that they're ready for me right after I brush my teeth and wash my face. I could put my alarm clock across the room so that when I wake up, I'm not tempted to hit snooze and just go back to bed. I'll be forced to get out of bed and go start my day. And maybe the night before, I could also prep a smoothie for after my workout as a little reward to reinforce that new habit that I'm creating. Tip number 2, make better goals. Goals are great, and you should definitely set them, but some are better than others. For example, say you want to save money. That's a great goal, but you need to be a little more intentional about it. So set a SMART goal. A SMART goal is made up of 5 parts. It needs to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time sensitive. So when you're setting your goal, make sure it hits all 5 of those points. So if my goal is I want to save money, I'm going to get a little more specific. I want to save $5,000. That's pretty measurable. That's a solid number that I need to achieve. I'm going to say my time limit is 9 months. I want to save $5,000 in 9 months. Is it realistic? It depends on your financial situation, but in my case, I think so. So, saying I want to save $5,000 in 9 months is better than just saying I want to save money. Number 3, get to know your why. Making a resolution is great, but why are you making one? 50% of people will make a New Year's resolution, but only 10% will keep it. Most likely that's because the reason for these people making their resolutions is just because they feel like they should. So maybe your goal is you want to improve your fitness this year, and that's great, but why do you want to improve your fitness? It needs to be more than just feeling guilty for not being able to get to the gym in 2020. You couldn't control that very much. So root your resolutions in something that really matters to you. Dig deep. One method you could use is called the 7 reasons why. Write down your goal, and then you ask yourself why you want to do that. And then you answer that question. Once you answer that question, ask yourself why, and then write the answer. Ask yourself why you want to achieve this goal 7 times, and then at the end of it, your reason why may be completely different than what you thought it was. But that's good because it gives you an intrinsic motivation to achieve that goal. Tip 4, tell others about it. It gives you a level of accountability and also reminds you of it. People will ask you how you're doing, if you're getting any closer to your goal, and even support you. 5, break it down. One big goal is going to be overwhelming. If I said I want to save $5,000 and I look at my finances right now, I would be pretty intimidated. So what if we break that down into smaller steps? So once you've defined your big goal, work backwards. Define milestones for that goal and make plans on how you can achieve those little milestones. So maybe my first milestone is I want to save $500. That seems much more manageable than $5,000. And then maybe the milestone after that is $2,500. Set these little milestones and then plans to reach those, and your goal will seem much more achievable. Tip number 6, write it down and check in with yourself. Writing down your goals is really, really powerful. Whether it's on a post-it note, notes on your phone, or a vision board. Write it down somewhere and have it somewhere where you can see it. It'll allow you to be reminded of your goal and let you check in with yourself and see if you're doing the things that you should be to reach those goals. And our last tip, celebrate. You are making a conscious effort to better yourself. And that's huge. If you're not celebrating yourself, taking in all of the little things that you're achieving, what's the point? So make a plan on how you're gonna congratulate yourself for reaching your goal. If we go back to the finance goal and I reach that $5,000 mark, maybe my celebration is I'll take myself out to my favorite restaurant. If I achieve my level of fitness that I want to, then maybe I can buy that new pair of jeans that I was looking for. So I hope we've given you some good ideas on how you can stick to your resolutions in 2021. We are so excited to leave 2020 behind us. Share your resolutions in the comments below so that we can all see what everybody's working towards in 2021. We would love to be your cheerleader. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next Friday.